Hey, I'm Nate. I love my cats, I play the bass guitar, and I'm transgender. For those of you that don't know, transgender means I identify with a gender other than the one I was assigned at birth. High school wasn't easy for me. Navigating assignments and complex social circles was difficult enough without the pressure of extreme gender dysphoria and fear for my safety in public places. But that's just my story. I asked 3 of my trans friends how their high school experience was.
My name is Rory and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, my name is Kylie and my pronouns are her and she.
My name is Charlie Sheldon and my pronouns are they, them.
I came out, I guess, in a really unfortunate happenstance. It was not my choice at all to come out to my family when I did. It was kind of a forced decision on their part because they had, noticed I'd been binding my chest, and they noticed I was super sympathetic to trans people in the news, and I would always try to defend them. So I guess they thought something was up. Coming out of school is quite easy. The teachers had all used my correct name and pronouns, and there was no confidentiality issues. They didn't tell my parents because I requested them not to, so it was a pretty safe environment, thankfully.
Coming out was not that easy, but not that hard. I mean, it had its ups and downs, because every time, it has its ups and downs. There's gonna be people that support you, there's gonna be people that are not gonna support you, but overall, when I did come out, it was pretty supportive, it was not that bad. I had a little bit of people who didn't support it, but had a little bit of explaining to do for them to understand that I'm gay, and yeah.
At my first high school, we had, a GSA, which is pretty standard for a lot of schools in Toronto, I think. And that alone was really helpful in being able to interact with, our LGBT teachers. We also had a gender-neutral washroom, which was probably one of the best things for me personally, because I did not feel comfortable using either gendered washrooms. And obviously there was no tolerance for hate and stuff, so if anything ever happened, you could just, tell the principal or the teachers, and usually things got done about it.
To create a better and safer environment for trans youth, I think that schools could just create more education around being transgender, explain what it is, for starters, because a lot of students don't really understand what being transgender is. I found out through the internet, which is not ideal. And then you can make it a safe space by educating all the other students about what being transgender is, and then really making sure that the transgender students are safe, they feel safe in bathrooms or from threats from other students. Thankfully, I never experienced any threats or things like that when I was in school, but there was definitely an aspect of discomfort because I felt like I was different from other students. One of the main things was the bathroom issue. I was a huge advocate for bringing in an all-gender washroom in my school, and thankfully within a year of me coming out, that was implemented. But in general, going to the washroom was probably the scariest experience that I ever had at school.
My advice for all the trans and all the LGBTQ community is just to surround yourself with beautiful people. Always be honest. Do what you like. Do not let anyone else tell you different. Do not let anyone bring you down. So just mainly be yourself and just do you.
My school experience would have changed in a way that I would probably be more academically successful, honestly, because so much of my time was spent trying to advocate for myself that it actually kind of took away from my school experience. I think that my grades actually lacked because I was almost afraid to go to school because I didn't have very many friends. And it was really difficult because of that. And I feel if I had had a better support system from students instead of teachers, I probably would have been more academically successful.
At the end of the day, we're all just people trying to be our most authentic and happy selves. Things are getting better, but they can still be improved. If you're transgender and you're in a tough spot right now, as cheesy as it sounds, things will get better. If you know someone who's trans, or even if you don't be part of the problem. Support trans people and the trans community as much as you can.